Look, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. This isn't some touchy-feely, let's hold hands and talk about our feelings kind of conversation. We're talking about a real issue that's plaguing men everywhere: corn addiction. Let's get one thing straight from the start. Corn addiction is a problem. It's not something to be brushed off or laughed about. It's a destructive force that can tear apart relationships, ruin careers, and hijack your life. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, it's not that big of a deal, then you're part of the problem. I've been there. I've felt the pull of corn, the allure of instant gratification at the click of a button. But let me tell you something. Giving in to that temptation is a weakness. It's a sign of your inability to control yourself, to prioritize what's truly important in life. The impacts of pornography addiction go far beyond mere viewing. Mentally, it distorts perceptions of intimacy and relationships, hindering genuine connections with real people. Pornographic content sets unrealistic expectations, leading to difficulties in navigating authentic interactions. Emotionally, addiction brings a tumult of guilt, shame, and isolation. The secrecy surrounding the addiction intensifies these feelings, fostering self-loathing and alienation from oneself and others. Neurologically, constant exposure triggers dopamine rushes, desensitizing individuals and leaving them numb and detached from reality. In essence, pornography addiction is a multifaceted issue, profoundly affecting mental, emotional, and neurological well-being. Recognizing this complexity is vital for seeking support and intervention to break free from its grasp, rebuild self-worth, and restore meaningful connections. Steps to overcoming corn addiction. So, how do you break free from this cycle? It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. Here are some things that have been helping me along the way. Admitting the problem. This is the first and most crucial step. You gotta admit to yourself that you have a problem and that you want to change. It's not easy, but it's the first step towards getting the best version out of yourself, both mentally and physically. Figuring out triggers. Understanding the triggers behind turning to pornography is a crucial step in fostering healthier coping mechanisms. These triggers may stem from various emotional states such as stress, boredom, or loneliness, as well as ingrained habits. By identifying these triggers, individuals can gain valuable insight into their emotional landscape and the underlying factors that drive their reliance on pornography as a coping strategy. For instance, stress can often lead individuals to seek temporary relief in pornography, providing a distraction from overwhelming feelings of pressure or anxiety. By acknowledging stress as a trigger, individuals can explore alternative stress management techniques, such as exercise, meditation, or journaling, which offer healthier outlets for processing emotions and reducing tension. Similarly, boredom may trigger the urge to consume pornography as a source of excitement and stimulation. Recognizing boredom as a trigger empowers individuals to explore new hobbies, interests, or creative pursuits that captivate their attention and provide a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Finding healthy coping mechanisms. This one ties into the last point. Instead of turning to corn when you're feeling down, find healthier ways to cope with your emotions. Maybe it's going for a walk, meditating, or picking up a new hobby. For me, the most efficient way to cope with the lust of searching for direct dopamine by pornography is to hit the gym. Instead of dealing with your high levels of testosterone in a destructive way, try to find a habit of making your way to the gym. Make yourself a favor and use the testosterone to maximize your gains in the gym, blocking access. Let's be real, corn is everywhere online. It's so easy to access that it can feel impossible to resist. But there are things you can do to make it easier on yourself. Installing filters or using apps to block access to pornographic content can make it a lot easier to resist temptation. Listen, breaking free from corn addiction isn't easy. It's going to take discipline, determination, and a whole lot of grit, but I promise you, it's worth it. You'll regain control of your life, strengthen your relationships, and become the man you were meant to be. So, are you ready to step up and conquer your demons? Or are you going to let them continue to control you? The choice is yours. But remember, real men don't let their voices define them. They confront them head-on and emerge victorious.